Today we're going to make a thick chocolate glaze. This can be used on donuts or cakes or even to top sundaes. Anywhere you would use a fudge sauce, this would be perfect. It's super easy to pull together and it is decadently rich. Let's get into it. So this makes a very thick glaze, right? This is for glazing cakes and donuts and things. So I have pre-melted my chocolate in the microwave, but I have set up a double boiler. So I've got water in here that's just about to come to a simmer, so that when we just have to heat it briefly. So I've got a bowl of confectioner's sugar, and to that I'm going to add cocoa powder. And then I've got a bit of kosher salt. And I'm just gonna whisk those together just to kind of, work it in there just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna add heavy cream. And I'm gonna whisk that in. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my vanilla while I do that, because I'm tired of whisking. And now we are gonna heat this on the double boiler, and that is going to kind of help it loosen up a bit. I'm gonna add my chocolate, all in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this on the double boiler just to start kind of loosening it up a little bit. And last but not least, a little bit of oil, which you don't have to add it. Like, you could have added that earlier. I just, for some reason, forgot it behind me. And then once it's like homogenous like this, we're going to want to add just a little bit of water. So I'm just going to start with like 1.5 tablespoons of water. I don't want to add too much too fast. So sometimes depending on the chocolate used, it could be a difference as well. Now again, we're trying to make a thick glaze, so you don't want it to be like, loosey-goosey, but you do want it to be smooth and, it's gonna look a little shiny. That oil in there is gonna help it do that. You can see that it is kind of come together. It is liquidy, but still thick, kind of like fudge in a way. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop it back on the double boiler because I want to get out some of those lumps that are in there. I don't want any lumps in my glaze or my sauce, so go ahead and let that heat up just a little bit, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I just took it off the heat. I switched back to my whisk really quickly just to kind of get out any last remaining lumps, and you can see that it is nice and thick and smooth, and it's really just, it's basically like hot fudge. Oh yeah, so rich, so chocolatey, yes. So if you're gonna use this to glaze a cake, or if you're gonna use it to glaze donuts, you're gonna wanna use it while it's still warm. It doesn't have to be piping hot like this. It can be a little bit warmer, but it will thicken up completely as it cools, and so you don't want to, let it cool down and glaze it too late. It will also develop a skin because of that confectioner's sugar, so you want to make sure that if you are not going to use it right away, maybe you put a little plastic on top to keep it from getting that skin. But otherwise, you are totally ready for any sort of glazed donut or cake, or the world is your oyster. As I said before, you can put it on ice cream as an easy, quick, hot fudge sauce. Yes, 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 yes.